Okay. Hello, Move Easy Movers. Welcome to Move Easy Yoga with Kathy. Today is Tuesday, September 17th already, 2024, or whenever you're watching this video. So for props today, you'll need your trusty chair or box or whatever you put your legs on, and either a block or a thick book. We're going to do the psoas stretch. So something you can put your foot on and swing your other leg without touching the floor. So a couple of books or a thick block usually does it. So we're going to start in our normal manner with legs on a chair, supine static rest. So legs on chair or couch or box, shoulders relaxed, support under your head, arms wherever they're most comfortable. Breathe normally. Bring yourself, your awareness into your yoga space. We're putting our lower back in traction. We're going to be here for 7 minutes. Hey, 7 minutes is up. Um, if you choose, you can press your tongue, stay where you are. You can press your tongue to the roof of your mouth or roll your tongue to the roof of your mouth. It'll tighten your chin. We're going to rotate our head from right to left slowly about 6 times. Cervical rotation, waking up the neck. Righty. Go ahead and finish up. The next thing we're doing is vagus nerve reset. Now, we're all familiar with this. Our head is stationary, facing forward. We're just using our eyeballs. You start by looking to the right with just your eyeballs and wait for some kind of reaction. Sigh, swallow, gulp, yawn. Sometimes it's a feeling of just what we're doing is we're trying to relax the vagus nerve, which controls our part of what controls our nervous system. So give it a minute, looking to the right, waiting for that response. And then bring your eyes back to center. And again, without moving your head, look to the left. Same thing. Wait for some kind of response. Sigh, swallow, yawn, gulp, feeling of release. Now go ahead and do this 2 times on each side at your own pace without my cueing. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Okay, finish up. Excuse me. Go ahead and finish up. The next thing we're doing is head ramping. Now, again, we're all familiar with this. You can replace whatever you have under your head with something else, sponge ball or a set of therapy balls, or leave it where it is. We're going to be pressing our occipital ridge, in this case, towards the floor. The chin will come back. We're going to do this press and then hold about 6 times. Now, this may also activate the same thing that happened with the vagus nerve reset. So you may find yourself yawning or sighing or feeling the same reaction. So press, hold, and release. And there you go. Press, hold, and release. We're going to do this, I think I said this 6 times. Press, hold, and release. 4, press, hold, and release. And press, excuse me, hold, and release. And the last one, press, hold, and release. Okay, good job. Now, for the breathing exercise today, we're going to do extended exhale breathing. It's very simple. So you take your inhale, and as you inhale, you're counting. So, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on your exhale, you try to make your exhale twice as long as your inhale. And if you can't make it twice as long, try making your inhale shorter. And also, if you purse your lips, I have found that if I purse my lips like I'm whistling, I can slow down my exhale. So this is pretty individual. We'll do one together and then I'll let you do 2 more on your own. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So go ahead and take a couple of, you don't need to take a really deep inhale, but a normal inhale, and then try to double it as you exhale. I'll give you a minute or so. Okay. Go ahead and finish up. The next thing we're doing is vacuum. Now you can stay where you are if you choose. or you can move away from your chair or couch, or move the chair away from you, which is what I'm trying to do. And what the vacuum does is works on our pelvic floor, trying to strengthen it. If you're older or you've had kids or you've had surgery or any number of reasons, you could have urinary incontinence when you cough or sneeze or make a sudden move. A little leak occurs. That happens to me. And I have found that doing these exercises does help. So feel free to do them at any time of the day. You can do them sitting up sometimes, you can do them lying down. But what we're going to do right here, right now, in this position, is we're going to take an inhale and then we're going to exhale everything out of our lungs, empty our lungs, and then create a vacuum in our pelvic area. We do that by pressing our lower back to the floor, pushing our belly button down towards the floor, holding our air out, and holding this tight. That creates the vacuum. We're going to hold that for the count of 10 and then release. We'll do that 3 times. So here we go. Take an inhale, a normal inhale, and then exhale everything out of your lungs. Empty your lungs, hold your air out, create your vacuum, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Now give yourself a minute to get your breath back. We'll do it 2 more times. Okay, normal inhale. Exhale everything out of your lungs and hold it out. Create your vacuum. You'll be tilting your pelvis a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Okay. Give it a minute for your breath. We'll do it one last time. Inhale. Exhale. Create your vacuum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Okay. Good job. All right, come on up to sitting. You can roll to your side and then come up, or whichever way you choose. We're going to do our regular warm-ups we do. So starting with the side bend, this is a 40-minute hold, 40-second hold. Arm along the mat, other arm comes up and over. I like to pretend that I'm leaning against a wall, so my shoulders and my arm are against that wall. Your elbows aimed as close to the ceiling as possible. Now go ahead and come down with that elbow till it's directly across from your face and reach for that side wall. Feel that stretch. Reach, reach, reach. Okay, arm up, torso up, other side. Hand along the mat. Oops, something on my mat. Hand along the mat. Other arm comes up and over. Now make sure both sits bones are still on the floor. We're just stretching from the waist up. Try to keep that elbow high if you can. Now that I've said that, come down with the elbow and the arm till it's directly across from your face and reach for that side wall. Reach, reach, reach. Okay. Arm up, torso up. Good job. Now, if you want, you can switch your legs. You don't have to. I just don't like sitting in one position too long. Next, we're going to do a thoracic back rotation. This stretches the upper part of your back from your bra strap up. So we're going to start with our left hand on our right knee, or you can start either side. Your other hand is behind you for support, and you're on your fingertips, spider fingers. So you rotate your shoulders to the short end of the mat, and we'll be holding this for 40 seconds. You want to make sure your back is straight, shoulders are back, head is level. Now you have options while you're here. You can move your head from right to left, keeping it level. You can move your torso from right to left. I like the head thing. Or you can just stay still. Feel where you're feeling this stretch. I definitely feel it in my upper back, or any place else that you're feeling it. And that's 40 seconds. Come on back. We'll do the other side. All right. Hand on opposite knee. Other hand is behind you for support. Rotate your shoulders. Keep your back straight, your head level. Remember your options. We hold these for 40 seconds because that way it gives our brain a chance to realize what our body is doing partially. All right, 40 seconds. Good job. Now for the third in this triplet, we're going to do a stretch with our arms. So hands to your heart, clasp your hands, and then palms away from you, straight ahead. You're going to feel a stretch in your wrist and your fingers, possibly your shoulders. And I didn't set my timer, but I'm watching my clock. We're going to hold this for 40 seconds. Then we're going to come back and switch our hands out and do it again. So make sure your back is straight. You're not hunched over. Your shoulders are back. Your arms are level. And just feel the stretch in your fingers. I'm also feeling it in my wrists. Okay, come on back. I want to shake your hands out. Now we're going to do this again, but we're going to, if your hands were clasped and your left thumb was above, do it the other way with your right thumb. It's going to feel weird. Just put your fingers in different spots. And then palms away, straighten your arms. Is that second hand? There it is. We're going to hold this for 40 seconds. This, to me, feels real weird, but it's a good exercise for your fingers as well as your wrists to have them in a different spot. Also, this stretches your shoulders. your arms. It's just a good general stretch. Okay, come on back. Shake your hands out. That's quite a stretch. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do some neck warm-ups. So if you want, you can switch your feet again, your legs. I just don't like sitting in one position too long. My feet fall asleep. So we're going to start. I'm going to start on my right. You can start on whichever side you choose. So we're sitting up straight, shoulders back, back straight, chin level. We're going to put ear to shoulder for 40 seconds. Try not to lean like I just did. Keep your spine upright, just your head looking straight ahead. Feel that stretch on the left side of your neck. So this is the only thing we're focusing on right now is the left side of, or the opposite side from where our ear is towards our shoulder. Now, 40 seconds, yep. Now we're going to move our nose so it's facing the floor. And another 40-second hold. Now you're going to feel a different stretch because we've now rotated our skull, and I'm feeling more of the stretch from the side. Now it's more in the back and a little bit in the front. And again, you want to make sure you're upright. Your back is straight, shoulders are back. Now you're just looking at the floor just beyond your thigh. We've got 10 seconds left. Now there's no need to strain your neck. If once you feel that pull, that's where you stop. We don't want to pull anything. Okay, now to come out of this, nose comes forward and then head comes up. So we're going to do the other side now. Starting with just ear to shoulder. Shoulders are upright. You're not leaning. That's the hardest for me, is not to lean. Simple stretch, very simple. I'm just feeling this, maybe the top of my shoulder, just below my ear. Wherever you're feeling it is fine, but this is just where I am. Face is forward. Forty-second hold. Okay, now we're going to take our nose and we're going to rotate our head so the nose is pointing to the floor. We're looking just beyond our leg, looking straight at the floor, still sitting straight up, feeling a different stretch in our neck. I'm feeling it more towards the back. But wherever you're feeling it is fine. And again, we're holding this. Give our body, our muscles time to relax into it, and our brain time to register what we're doing. And there we are. Now, move your nose to the front before you lift your head. We don't want to be just jerking up. You want to gently move your nose to the front and then come up. Okay. Now we're going to do another head movement. This one is called lower semicircle. So I start with looking to the right, and then I'm going to look down and around and end up looking to the left. And then we'll go back again. We're moving slowly. Again, we're going to do this back and forth for 1 minute and we're going to move very slowly when we do this. A minute really isn't that long, but we'll only be able to do it a few times. So we look to the right, directly to the right, and then down to our knee, to our lap, to our other knee, and then to the left. As if we're talking to somebody to our left. And now we're going to look down again to our leg, to our lap, to our other leg, and then talk to the person on this side. And we're going to do this for, see, we've only got 20 seconds left. Moving very slowly. And I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a whole symphony in my neck. The slower you move, the better. And there we go. That was 1 minute. That went by fast. We're going to do the same thing, only we're going to be looking up this time. So we're going to start on one side. It can be either right or left for you. And then we're going to look up like we're looking at one end of a rainbow and following it to the other end. And then back slowly. Again, 1 minute. So start on whichever side is good for you. And then start to follow that rainbow curve. Slow yourself down. I know the urge is to go faster. When I say that, I'm telling myself to slow down. End up on one side. Now go up and follow the rainbow back. You know, I've already explained, I've been having some stress lately. And this, for me, I tend to hold up my neck and shoulders. And this, for me, really helps because it's stretching everything in the neck. Just slowly back and forth. And there we go, 1 minute. Wiggle around a little bit if you want. Oh, that helped. Okay. Now we're going to come to a standing position, and you'll want to be at a wall or a door or something you can lean against. So I'm also going to move my computer, so bear with me, some production work here. So a couple of things we haven't done in a while. One of them is the back bend at the wall. So that's what we're going to do to start. So we're standing with our back to the wall, of course, good posture. Maybe 3 or 4 inches away from the wall. And what we're going to do, just for a review here, so we're going to come up with our arms, keeping our elbows as close to our head as possible, and put our hands, in my case, my fingertips, on the wall. We're doing a back bend. Your hips are back, but your your chest is expanded. It's like this. We're going to be there for 40 seconds. So this is a good upper body stretch. So here we go. Up and back. Fingertips on the wall. If you can, put your whole hand, but you don't have to. Elbows as close to your head as possible. If you have shoulder issues, they may come out, but you want them to be as close to your head as you can. Your chest is expanded, your hips are back. It's very good for the upper back. where yours truly holds a lot of tension. And that was 40 seconds. All right. And then another thing we haven't done in a while is the thoracic twist at the wall. So I'm hoping I have enough room here. So we're going to stand with our side at the wall. Again, about 6 inches away, standing in good posture. I want you to see my feet. And the side that is at the wall, that foot is forward. The other foot is back. Our elbows are at our waist. We're going to rotate and put our hands on the wall and hold that for 40 seconds and then do the other side. So we haven't done this for a while either. So rotate, put your hands on the wall, try to make them even if you can. Again, we are doing a rotation. This is a thoracic rotation. We're rotating our upper back. You can move your head from right to left if you choose. I don't recommend moving it up and down. And just a few more seconds. Trying to make sure my hands are even. And here we go. Come on around. And we're going to do the other side. So I have my left side to the wall, so my left foot is forward. My right foot is back. Hands up. This is a stick up, hands up. Elbows at your side. Rotate. Let me get my timer going. Rotate and hands on the wall. Now you may find that it's easier for you to twist one side than it is the other. That's natural. We want to keep our shoulders even if we can. Definitely try to keep your hands even. An option is to cervically rotate your head right and left. And again, this is a very good rotation for the upper back. And come on around. Okay. Now the last thing we're going to do, I need a wall rather than a closet door for this, is a wall sit. We haven't done this in a while either. So, oh, wait, sorry. One more thing before we go to the wall sit. We're going to march. We're going to march at the wall. I do this a lot in my class, I know, but this is a really good core. Now, when we march, we're going to lift our knees. Good posture. Also, hang on to the wall. This is not a balancing. You want to hang on to something as you're doing this because you want to bring your knees up. Now, you don't have to go fast. It's more important to raise those knees than it is to do a lot. We're going to do this for 1 minute, so pace yourself. This is very good core. So here we go. You don't need to keep up with me. And I'm not going very fast because I'm more concerned with getting my knees up there. So one at a time. Really good for lower ab and core, as well as the obvious knees and hips. And that was actually 40 seconds. Okay. Let's do it a little bit more. I hit the wrong timer. I hit the 40-second timer instead of the 1 minute timer. So just a few more. This is something you can do every day. I try to do this one every day. Okay. All right. That's enough. Now we're going to do the wall sit. Now, this can be very difficult. How far you come down is up to you. You can be way up here. You can be further down. We're only going to do it for 30 seconds. So you basically want your feet to be a comfortable distance apart and some bend in your knee, whether it's up here, which is this much, or down further. Of course, the further you go down, the more benefit. However, it depends on your knee strength and your knee ability. So 30 seconds. I don't have a 30-second timer set. There it is. Okay, just come down as far as you can for 30 seconds, which really isn't that long if you think about it. 30 seconds is really, I mean, there's already 10 seconds gone. So if you think about something, like what you're going to do after yoga today, or all the errands you have to run, or, what's going on with your family or your grocery list, the time flies once you think about what you need to do. And then it's gone. There it is, 30 seconds. Very good. See, that was nothing. Okay. The next one we've got is I want to demonstrate a couple of things. And we will get to psoas. We're going to do a plank. Now, a plank can be done a number of different ways. People hear plank and they kind of freak out. The standard plank is on the mat, straight arms, straight legs. That's not my favorite. We can do a plank on the wall. Arms on the wall, feet back, body straight. There's a plank right there. We can do a plank on a chair. We do this in Terry's class a lot. Where you hold onto your chair, your feet are back, and there's a plank right there. That's a good one. We can do a plank on the floor, not necessarily with straight arms, but with forearms. Much easier than straight arm. So, and you can also plank with your knees down if you really, really want to. So there are many, many ways to do a plank. Planks are very good for core and for arm set. So I'm going to plank at my chair. What we're going to do is we're going to do a 20-second plank, rest for 20 seconds, and then 20-second plank. As soon as I find my 20-second timer, there it is. So whichever plank you want to do, whatever works for you. So 20 seconds. Here we go. The idea, though, if you are doing one that is not on your knees, to make sure that your body is straight. You can have your heels down if you want. You can have them up, but you want to make sure that your hips are tucked in and straight. And I swear I hit that timer stop. I didn't. Okay, 20-second rest. Always a good idea to rest between planks. After this, we'll do the psoas and then we'll be done. So, here we go. Okay, now 20-second plank. I did hit the timer this time. So this is one that I do quite a bit. There's another class I take where we do these. And this is very doable for me. Although I can do a regular plank, I prefer this one. I can do it more. And that's 20 seconds. It's really not that long. Okay. So the last thing we're doing today is the psoas stretch. So you will want either a couple of narrow blocks or one thick block. We're going to place it by our support, whether it's your chair, a wall, a door. And then put one foot on that block. Lift yourself up. You want the block to be thick enough to where your other leg can dangle. And this is the movement. This stretches out the psoas, which is in your side here. And we're just going to dangle. And notice I'm moving this leg back and forth slowly. This is really good for sometimes when I'm walking, my hip will hurt. I'll stop and I'll do this for a minute or so and it will take away the pain. We're going to do this for 1 minute. Now I'm also leaning against the wall for support. This is not a balancing move. Really good for right in here. Right in here. "30 seconds. And notice I'm not swinging my leg way out either. It's probably just the length of the block. Because that's where you're getting the most benefit of the movement. Keeping it short, keeping it slow, keeping it steady. Okay, there we go. That was 1 minute. So we're going to do the other side. Do you feel lopsided at all? I do. Okay. So foot on the block. Make sure you're hanging on to something. And then your other leg. I'm setting my timer for 1 minute. Again, moving slowly with intention. It's a short move. Notice I'm not going much further than the block, but it is a steady move. It's right at the point where your leg meets your torso. It's your psoas. You can feel it as you go back and forth. So again, the slower you move, the more benefit you're going to get from this. It's a good move for you walkers out there. And that's 1 minute. There we go. Now you might want to maybe walk around a little bit, see how that feels. You may or may not notice a difference in your hips. We're going to come back to the mat. I said that would be the last thing, but I think we're going to do one more thing. Before we end. Okay. So we're going to be prone, which is face down on the mat. We're going to be doing a back bend. Now, you want your arms at your side. You can always put something under your forehead if you don't want to smash your nose. But we are face down, palms facing the ceiling. What we're going to do is we're going to do a back bend. We're going to come up with our shoulders, our head palms toward the ceiling. Hold this pose and then come back down. So take a minute to prepare. Take an inhale to prepare. And then exhale as you come up. Shoulders off the floor. Head is facing down, so your nose is pointed towards your mat. You're looking down. If you want, you can raise your feet as well. You don't have to. If you can, bring your arms, shoulders up a little bit more. If you feel this in your lower back, lower yourself. If you don't feel it in your lower back, come up a little further. And now take an inhale and come on down. Now we're going to do this again one last time. When we come up, though, we're going to have airplane arms out. So take an inhale. Exhale, come on up as before. Nose to the floor, palms to the ceiling. Take another inhale. As you exhale, extend your arms out like an airplane. Again, if you're feeling this in your lower back, come on down a little. If you're not, try to come up a little. Take an inhale. As you exhale, come on down completely. So there we go. And that's the end of movement. Go ahead and get ready for Yoga Nidra. Find yourself a comfortable position. You might want to cover your eyes. Roll yourself up in a blanket. Make sure that you're either warm enough or cool enough, as the case may be. I'm going to lead you through a 61-point guided meditation. Allow your awareness to flow to these points without moving any part of your body. Begin with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. Begin to wiggle and stretch. Stretch your arms out above. Stretch your legs out if they were bent. Stretch one side, then the other. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. First one way, then the other. Now hold your right knee to your chest. Thank you, knee, for everything you do. And straighten that leg out. Hold your left knee to your chest. Thank you, knee. I appreciate you. Straighten that leg out. Now bring both knees up and hold them to your chest and slowly rock back and forth, feeling that massage on your lower back, your back organs. Feels good. When you're ready, go ahead and roll to one side using your lower arm as support for your head, or you can put a pillow there. We're going to take our 1 minute of rest and gratitude. So just relax for a minute. Pat yourself on the back. You showed up for yourself today. You showed up and did something for you. I just want to say also, I'm grateful for you guys, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And I always feel better after a yoga class. So I'm so glad you could join me. Okay. So if you're ready, and you don't have to, come on up to sitting. I'm going to remove my spotlight. You may want to unmute yourself. That's up to you. Hands at your heart. Again, I want to thank you for joining me today. You've made me feel better about things going on. So hopefully the rest of your day is full of peace, light, and love. Let's end the class by saying to each other, Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Kathy.
We'll
be thinking of you this week, especially.
Definitely.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Recording. Hold on.